Hi. So I am a little all over the place right now, I have to say. Um, None of the emotions that I'm feeling are particularly comfortable, but they are all over the place. Um, so I'm sure, I am paying as much attention to my emotions and my thoughts as possible, not so I can get caught up in them, but so that I don't get caught up in them, right? So I can have some distance from them, like at least observe them and kind of lean away and just be like, oh, isn't that amazing? That's what my heart's feeling. I'm working on that, guys, but oh, it's not comfortable. It is not comfortable at all. Um, so I'm feeling very stressed out. Feeling, not am, but I am feeling anxious. I'm feeling stressed. And every time it comes up, I am taking a deep breath and relaxing. It's like it goes from like my solar plexus up to like my throat, right? That's kind of a lot of it is in my stomach, a lot of it is in my heart. And I'm just trying to kind of relax that column as I feel that stuff. But then I'm walking around, right? And you don't want to be relaxing your hi. You don't want to be relaxing your butt and your abdomen and just kind of letting it all hang out as you walk down the road. But whatever. If that's the price, fine. But I keep feeling these like it's not pangs anymore. It's the beginning of pangs that kind of, it's this weird feeling that kind of, it's like down here. No, it's like in my upper right quadrant of my abdomen. Um, and now it's in the middle of my solar plexus. Cool. Um, but it's just kind of shoots these feelings off that I don't know what they are, but they're weird. I mean, they're familiar in the sense that I can identify them as anxiety. Um, and I am just continuing to say, okay, these are my feelings, these are my thoughts. That's okay. That's totally fine. One good development is that I'm getting closer to acceptance with my ex situation. Um, like he was my best friend and I was his. And we loved each other truly and verily and very much. Um, and but yeah, he was my best friend and I miss that a lot. And just getting a weird eye from someone on a bench. um, so it's just kind of okay. Um, so I've been thinking about that and the fact that he's my best friend, or he was, and there's just so much to that I miss. But it still hurts, you know what I mean? Like it's still there's pain, and it's funny. It's the run up to where I guess the wedding was. I was really in overdrive about him, and I don't know why that was, but I also know that like I don't know, I don't know if it's a connection between the two of us, or I was just being like it was just being let to know that that's what's happening. I don't know. But one dream that I had about him, or that had to do with him, was like this. I got a series of messages, and I knew they were from him. And there were like three, and I didn't open two of them because I was like, if I if I open them all, then I knew I was kind of dreaming, and I was like, I don't want to get into it because I don't want to hurt more, so I'm gonna not pay attention. But I did open one of them, and what it amounted to was a weird a little box. But it's just a lot of stuff I have to let go and say goodbye to. Um, so, sorry, I'm like breathing heavily because I'm calming myself, just so you know. Um, so, the message was all I ever wanted for you was peace, and, he let me know throughout the relationship. I mean, it was always going to be like this. Sure, there were a couple of times when we fooled ourselves into thinking that we could be together forever, but for the most part, it was always going to be like this. And no matter how awesome it was, there was always that feeling of sadness because we knew it wasn't going to last. And there was always that ache of like, stop saying that it's not going to last. Yeah, stop giving me evidence of that. I don't want to hear that. So there was an element of stress to the entire relationship. And it's just like, I really do just want him in my life. Um, and we both said at something like that we'd like to be friends in the future. I think it's a little too soon, but I do miss him. Um, and how are we going to be in each other's lives, honestly? Like, he lives in New Jersey, he's married, and he's not going to spend hours on the phone with the woman he would have chose if he didn't have to go marry the person. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure that's something the wife's going to love. Oh, you're spending hours talking on the phone to the woman you chose above me and only didn't choose because, all right, so I get something from that. There's an ego soothing that happens whenever I say things like that. Like, I need you to know that he didn't just not choose me. Excuse me. Like, there's a big ego thing there. Definitely. Anyway, so I'm having all these feelings, like the anxiety, because uh, my company, we haven't had a client in a while, and that means our funds are depleted. But I just hired new people so we could get the books done that we have and in expectation of more clients. But we haven't had a new client for a very long time. And it is stressful because not only does it mean that I'm not receiving any money, but now it means that very soon I won't be able to pay uh, my writers, which is an issue. They depend on some of the income that I give them, and if I can't give them more income, that's really shitty of me. So, yeah. So I'm just kind of allowing these feelings to run roughshod. I don't know, all over me, all around, and in no particular way. Uh, just it feels like I'm cycling through them. Like there's anxiety, and then there's like sadness, and I mean it's all stuff mixed together. But then I'm feeling some of it individually, and it's a little dizzying because I'm just watching it, and it's changing so quickly. Like boom, 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 boom. Like that's how quickly the different feelings are coming. And when you're just like in there, like okay, I'm just gonna observe. It's like dizzying and adds to the stress because it's like overwhelming. You know what I mean? And I'm not identifying with those, but it's uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm gonna go experiment with this some more as I go through my day, and I will let you know how it goes. But right now, I just feel kind of nauseous. Anyway, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that I can purify. And something in Michael Singer I caught on yet another listening to one of Michael Singer's works was that you've got to let go of these things, these samskaras that you've built up in this lifetime and in past lifetime. So I kind of feel like I built a lot in past lifetimes, and that's why I've been so like emotional since I was born. I don't know. It's a theory. There's really no way to prove it. But regardless, I have to let go of all of it, right? And that is what I am working on. And I want to invite you to join me. It's not comfortable, but it is worth it. I remember last year when I was working on this, still getting over the ex, trying to, but working on this, and then my mom got sick, got a stroke, and I had to go take care of it. It would have freaked me out. It would have really overwhelmed me. But because I had been doing emotional work, I was okay with it. I could handle it. And that's what I'm going to encourage you guys to do. You know? Um, anyway, that's that. And I hope you all out there remember that you can't always choose to have a grateful day.